Our Roy Rogers family restaurants are famous for fresh roast beef sandwiches. And now I'm inviting you to come on in and try our delicious hamburgers. We don't use stamped out frozen patties like some other folks. We make them one by one and cook them up just right. And take it from me, partner, they're the best you ever tasted.
Say howdy to a Western smile. Come out to Roy Rogers and say howdy to fresh food. Roy Rogers.
Yo, welcome to Roy Rogers. Just look at this nice family here. They know that the best thing on Roy's menu is hamburgers. Smart boy. Because you get unlimited fixins at Roy's new improved Fixins bar. Hey, who else in town lets you make your own burger? Nobody. So go crazy. Get creative. At Roy's free Fixins bar, you can do things to a hamburger that you'd never do to a chicken. Don't you even think about it.
Well, in this time period of the decline of the fast food chains and a lot of issues on there, there's a fast food chain that's making a comeback. Yeah, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. There is something coming back. If you are in the northeastern territories around Maryland, Virginia, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, West Virginia, or even in New York, you're familiar with this chain. At one point, back in, I believe it was the 70s to the 80s, it was the number 2 fast food chain in the country next to McDonald's. And yes, it's making a comeback. It's opening its first store back in New Jersey in more than 40 years. And the company we're talking about is Roy Rogers. If you're not familiar with Roy Rogers, it's going to give Arby's a run for its money. It's a roast beef sandwich place. It's got some great food on there. I've had it myself. And before you ask, yes, Roy Rogers is somewhat involved in this as far as licensing his name out. But before we get into this article, I just want to thank you, all of you, for commenting, liking, sharing, and subscribing out there. We really do appreciate that. We're well over 1320, I think it is now, on there. We're trying to push it up. We're trying to push it further and further on there. We really do appreciate it. We're in a rebuild situation right now. We're adding new equipment. We just added a new computer. So we'll be able to do some live streaming. We're starting to appear on certain live streams. If Sci-Fi Snobs live streams on the Babylon 5 retrospective, we'll leave a link below. I believe my next appearance on that will be a Voice in the Wilderness episode, parts 1 and 2. You'll be able to catch me there. Or if you want to see a previous one with me in it, the Grail episode, which is it was last week's episode on that as well. So, Roy Rogers, if you haven't caught on to these guys, I mean, they made some good food. They had some good food. Yes, they had roast beef, they had burgers, chicken. They made some good food. Now they are opening a new location in Haddonfield Road. For those of you in New Jersey, it's Cherry Hill, New Jersey, and Haddonfield Road. It's coming soon. It should be opening up very, very soon. They said spring. So we're in the middle of spring, so it should be anytime soon now, probably in the next, and they had, a Fixin bar and everything. I'm not sure if they're putting a Fixin bar in, but the double R burger was something I remembered, which was basically, it was a cheeseburger, a quarter pounder cheeseburger, and they put a slice of ham on top, which was really, really good. Like people like the egg on it. There was a piece of ham on top of a burger. Talk about ham and hamburger together. But we're going to read this article on here, and this is from 42freeway.com. It's a Jersey newsletter. I think it's a Jersey or Philadelphia newsletter. Roy Rogers Cherry Hill remodel underway ahead expected late spring opening. The building for a planned Roy Rogers restaurant in Cherry Hill is currently under full remodel ahead of an expected late spring opening, which I confirmed with a Roy's representative. The location for the quick casual restaurant in Haddonfield Road, where Roy Rogers is taking over the building, which used to be PDQ Chicken Restaurant. PDQ closed back in November of 2023. 42 Freeway first reported the plans on the return of Roy Rogers back in November of 2024. The story was reported by South Jersey Food Scene. If you're unfamiliar with the Roy Rogers restaurants, back in the 70s and 80s, they were a major player in the fast food, offering hamburgers, chicken, and the best signature roast beef sandwiches. The Fixin bar is a signature Roy's offering where you could top your burgers as you like it. While a few locations hung around for years at Turnpike restaurants under old contract, those toll roads really weren't full of Roy Rogers' experience of standalone location. So when the news broke in the fall about the return of Roy Rogers to South Jersey suburbs, it absolutely went viral. For the upcoming Cherry Hill location, the former PDQ building is about 9 years old and has an attractive design to it. So Roy Rogers' team is doing the smart thing by focusing more on the cosmetic changes, adding in the Roy Rogers branding and colors and technology. A November press release states that the remodel will feature the brand design upgrades, including signature and exterior wooden black iron accents. In addition to design upgrades, the restaurant will include advanced technology, including the new electronic menu boards, ordering kiosks, and drive-through menu boards. I stopped over yesterday to see the exterior painting effort was mostly completed, with the crew bringing in Roy Rogers' distinctive red and white color palette to the walls. A peek inside the front window showed that for the most part, the interior was still the same PDQ for at least for now, with the built-in booths still in place. I did notice that the tabletops were not there in the area I looked at, which makes me think they will be refreshing the seating and tables with a Roy Rogers-inspired design. I was able to get additional confirmation on the expected opening date via Roy Rogers' representative, who tells 42 Freeway that they expect to open late spring, early summer, with a bullseye on early June, of course, barring any unexpected delays, which is in line with the November 2024 announcement of the Cherry Hill location. It is not surprising that the popular South Jersey food scene was the first to break the news back in November on the upcoming Roy Rogers location. A loyal follower noticed the address appearing as coming soon on the Roy Rogers' website and posted it to the group. But, you know, this is something that's great that's coming back on there. Hopefully they are the same quality that they used to be. I mean, I've had them before. The fries are good. Burgers were good. The chicken was good. Fried chicken was good. Really good. I mean, like I said, this back in the 70s and 80s, they were basically the top contender behind McDonald's. McDonald's was still up on top at that time period. And remember, at that time, you still had Burger King. Wendy's was coming out at this point, and many other, Jack in the Box, White Castle. You can go down the list of many different companies. But when it came down to it, the food was top notch as far as a fast food chain. Of course, things have changed since then. I think the decline happened in the 1990s as they were selling off from Marriott to Big Boys to Hardee's and all that. And the quality kind of tapered out, and the issues with those companies as well. But now you're making a comeback. I mean, they do have a lot of chain stores. You can go to their website to see if there's one locally near you. I mean, there's talk that In-N-Out is starting to move again eastward. Hopefully that would maybe see them on this side of the United States. But, you're seeing a lot more these companies starting to show up on, especially like in New York, in New Jersey, Connecticut, on East Coast on there, or down in Florida as well. I mean, these were big companies back in the day. Roy Rogers was one of them. I met the other one I missed. Speaking of Rogers, is Kenny Rogers Roasters. Have any of you guys out there had Kenny Rogers Roasters? I love their chicken. They make fun of it on Seinfeld, but actually, when I was living in the South in the 90s, they made a damn good chicken. Especially the cornbread muffins. Those little cornbread muffins. Oh, man, I used to get like a little pack of them, take them home with me. Because they were really, really good. And they had corn in it. They had actual corn, pieces of corn in the corn muffin itself. When people said, well, nobody knows they're supposed to put corn. No, some people don't. Some people don't. And remember, you're talking to a guy. I'm a big guy. I'm heavy and all that. But I've had some great, great food. I mean, my days in Jersey, my days in Florida, in the South. I had everything from Miami subs to Pollo Tropical and many others that you wouldn't believe to the situation. I enjoy Popeye's chicken not in New York, but down south, which I know anything below Virginia when it comes to Popeye's franchises are the better tasting franchises when it comes to Popeye's fried chicken. For some reason down there, they haven't lost the luster of their chicken. That taste, that spice that you normally get kicked out. That was introduced when I was a kid. I think I was introduced about 10 years old. I think 10, 11 years old when I was traveling down in Florida one time, and it was really good. But if Roy Rogers is about to get back heavily into the business, Arby's is in for a run for their money. Because, Arby's is not as good as they used to be. And if Roy Rogers is offering back the quality that they used to have when it came to their roast beef sandwiches, there's going to be a roast beef battle coming soon to a neighborhood near you. So let me know in the comments below. Tell me your thoughts about this. Have you ever had Roy Rogers? Have you eaten from them? Let me know in the comments below. If you have, are you glad they're back? Do you live in the New Jersey area or in any of the other states where Roy Rogers appears in? How's the quality of their food? Let me know. Don't forget to share this video, hit the like, and hopefully today's the day I've earned your subscription. So until next time, thank you for tuning in. We'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye now.